Hello friends, this is your friend Arok. And today once again we are meeting together to study about general principles of metallurgy. Why do we want to study about metallurgy? Friends, most of the time we see at our home people are separating the rice from unwanted stones, husk and all other materials. What is that process called? The process is called simple way of separating the metals or the things that are necessary for us from the unwanted things. The word metallurgy means the scientific technique by means of which the metals or ores are separated and used as useful things. Let us see it very carefully. What is metallurgy? It's a scientific domain in which we study about how the metals are being separated into their useful products. There are many ways of separating metals. Metals are separated by concentration of ore and isolation of metal from the concentrated ore and purification of metal. I'll be telling about all the metallurgy, the ore, gangue, minerals and all those things in a step-by-step manner. Let us see. What is mineral? Mineral is a naturally occurring chemical substance in the Earth's crust which are obtained by mining are known as minerals. Like we have got coal mines, copper mines, silver mines, gold mines, all those things can be called as minerals. Then what are the ores? Ores are rocky materials which contain sufficient quantity of minerals so that the metal can be extracted profitably or economically are known as ores. See, if I want to invest in a business, I always look for the income as well. If I invest 10 rupees, I would like to gain at least 15 rupees so that I may get 5 rupees as an income for me. So any mineral cannot be considered as a ore. So ore is that part of mineral which can be used in a useful product by gaining some profit. That is called ore. Then what is gangue? Gangue is the undesired material or waste product which I don't need in the production of metal is called gangue. Then what is the metallurgy? The process of purifying the metals into useful products is called metallurgy. The minerals, ore and gangue and metallurgy. Based on this, we will get a 2 mark question in your +2 exams. Here I am giving you very simple manner. What do you mean by ore? Then concentration of ore. Ore, we have studied already. That part of the mineral which can be used to gain some profit is called ore. So concentration of ore. Concentrate, the word concentrate means to increase the amount. So increasing the amount, how can be increased? It can be increased by very many methods like hand picking, it can be used as, then washing, and then flotation and magnetic separation. These are the 4 methods. What do you mean by hand picking? Means these are the large quantity of metals which can be separated from the unwanted particles by separating them with our hands itself, like separating rice from some stones. What our mothers do in India, they separate the rice from other unwanted materials, hand picking. Like if I mix rice and pea plants, what do you do? You can separate. Peas are a little higher in size, so you can separate them, whereas rice is smaller one, so you can separate it separately. Like if I mix sand and stones, you can separate them easily by hand picking. Means you can remove the stones very easily. That is called hand picking. What do you mean by washing? Like the husk in the water, husk in the rice. What do they do? Mothers, what do they do? Whenever they get the rice, when it has some dust particles, they put it in the water. So the lightweight material is always floating on the top, and the heavy materials are the below. Okay. So with this method, you can separate on the top layer, which is not soluble with the water, is separated. That is called flotation. Then by washing, if the rice has some dusty particles, what we do? We usually wash the rice. So in this method also we can remove the waste. And then the magnetic separation. In childhood, we always used magnets to play with. Like we have taken some sand in a paper, and below the paper we keep the magnet, and then we'll go on rotating it. When you rotate it, some black color particles are gathered on side, and the sand is separated on the other side, which means whatever particles are having magnetic property, that can be separated with the help of magnetic separation. Okay, these are the methods in which concentration of ore is done. Now, the extraction of crude metal from the ore. There are many methods through which the crude ore is being separated and then taken out. But for example, metal is of high reactivity. We already studied halides and oxides. Halides and oxides have high reactivity. These are easily separated by electrolysis process. Electrolysis process means what? By supplying electricity, we can separate the metals from their halides and oxides. This is called electrolysis of molten ore. Electrolysis of molten ore. And also we can separate them metals by medium reactivity. Medium reactivity means based on carbonate and sulfide ore. Or like carbonate ore, we do calcination. Calcination means heating the metal along with its impurity in a minimum air or enough air. Minimum air or enough air. They are mostly carbonates. Okay, and they are removed from oxides. Removed as oxides. As you know that oxides once formed, then we can go bus electrolysis we can do, and then we can separate the metal. Likewise, sulfates or roasting. Roasting means what they are doing is without the presence of air. Without the presence of air, when it is heated, then the metal is purified. Okay. Likewise, copper and zinc metals are purified. And also we have got some metals which are low reactivity. They are removed by refining. They are removed by refining method. Okay. There are many methods in which the metals are being separated. In your +2, mostly you are studying about the 4 metals and how they are separated and how they are brought into the useful form. First one is aluminium, second one is iron, third one is copper, and the fourth one is zinc. Most of them here we study is the 3D group elements. Mainly we are studying about iron, copper and zinc. And the only one element we are studying is aluminium, that is from the P block element. Most of the tribal people, they know bauxite, they are very familiar with. And aluminium is coming from bauxite. Okay, aluminium is coming from bauxite, and iron is coming from hematite. You may be thinking about what is heme means. Heme means red in color. Another word for heme is iron, because of which our blood is containing hemoglobin. They say hemoglobin means our blood also contains iron particles. Our blood also contains iron particles. That's why sometimes the doctors recommend, whenever the hemoglobin is low, doctors recommend iron tablets for girls especially. So we have got iron within our body. And then the copper, which you can easily remember as a copper pyrites, copperite or copper glands as a ore. Then zinc, we have got a calamite. Calamite is the main ore for zinc. The first method of refining, the first method for separating the metals from gangue or the waste minerals is hydraulic washing. Okay. In hydraulic washing, what do we do? Metal along with its impurity is made into a powder. And that powder is poured. Here. That powder is poured, and when that powder is poured, what we are doing is we are supplying, this way it is being poured, the powder is being poured. Then we supply water. From this source we are supplying water. And then the metal is washed by the water. When the metal is washed by the water, as we know, metal is heavy. So metal comes and occupies the lower position, whereas the dust particles or the ore which goes along with the water. So water and lighter gangue particles are moved. heavy particles are gathered here. Can you see the heavy particles are gathered here? In this method, the metal can be separated from the unwanted or the waste material. That is called gangue. That is called the gangue. Okay. Then we have got after gangue we have got the main method, that is froth flotation method. Froth flotation method. In this method, what we are doing is, if the metal is very small in quantity, the metal is very small in quantity, what we do, and this metal is insoluble in water, it's not soluble in water. In that case, we solve this material in an oil mixed with water. So when this is mixed and stirred very well, then the metal which is not soluble comes on the top in the form of froth with oil, and the water in which the gangue can be dissolved is going down and then accumulated in the lower portion, whereas the metal which is insoluble is gathered here and then collected into another container along with the froth. Okay, here you have to remember two things. What is that? Hydrophobic material and hydrophilic material. Philia, the word philia means love. The word philia means love. So any metal that loves water is called hydrophilic material. Any metal that loves water is called hydrophilic material, whereas the metal which do not like water is called hydrophobic material. So here the hydrophobic matter is separated out here. Hydrophobic material. So this is the metal that we want, and hydrophilic material, which is a gangue particle, which we don't want here. Okay. In this method also we can separate metal and gangue. So there are two methods we have studied here. First one we have studied about hydraulic washing, and the second one we have studied about froth flotation. The third one we are studying about is, again, we are going to study about the magnetic separation. Beforehand, I am giving you one more example for froth flotation from your own book. That is rotating pedal here. This one is being rotated, and this part is being rotated here. Okay, this part is being rotated so that whatever is containing on the below container is being circulated on a well manner. So this is an aqueous medium, which means water. Aqueous medium. It is a water. Then it is an oil medium. Non-aqueous medium. So the metal which is insoluble, okay, it is being collected here. Metal which is insoluble is being collected here in this container, and gangue which is soluble is getting collected here, which can be separated out. Okay. Now, the third method is magnetic separation. As I already explained to you, when you keep a paper, in that when you keep some sand, and below the paper if you put the magnet and then go on rubbing it, you can separate the iron particles versus non-iron particle, which means the magnetic, which are attracted to magnets that is sticking to the paper itself, whereas which are not attracted to the metal magnet, that is non-magnetic particles, which are falling apart. So when metal along with its impurity, that is ore particles, are made into powder, and when that is allowed to fall in a roller which is fitted with two magnets, when the roller moves, then the material with magnetic susceptibility will fall in the lower section, whereas the material which have non-magnetic property will fall apart. In this method also we can separate metals from gangue or matrix. Okay, this is one of the important questions that I am going to deal with. What is the roasting and calcination they ask you of? One method for roasting is done mostly in sulfide ores. into oxides by heating strongly in the presence of excess air. So we are applying here more amount of air is given in roasting part. Okay, more amount of ore is given in the presence of roasting. Whereas in calcination, air is less. Okay, in limited air. Okay, and roasting is done in sulfides. Is done in sulfides, whereas calcination is done in carbonate ores. These two things you remember, and also study about this example here, which will help you in scoring good marks. Okay, Bayer's process of refining. This I will be dealing with you in a vast manner next class. Okay, this is the electrolytic cell. The by means of which you can separate aluminum metal. Like when electricity is provided, oxides and halides can be separated. That part is explained here. Then the blast furnace and all those things, we'll be dealing with it in the next session. Thank you for watching the video. If you like it, kindly share and subscribe. Thank you.